Alright everyone, so as promised, I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Chocobo's Dungeon 2. I don't actually remember much about this game, but I do know I enjoyed it, played the first one, played the one on the Wii, and I figured, it'll be a good time to sit down and just play a game. I don't get to do that much, and I'm having a little bit of pain in my arm from drawing all the time. So hopefully this will be some nice relaxation. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into the game here. Alright, so I am playing this here on a PlayStation emulator, so I'm hoping it functions. Everything seems to be stable, frame rate seems to be stable, my computer seems to be able to run this for the most part. So hopefully everything goes right. We don't experience any game crashes, we don't experience any of that other stuff. So for those of you who don't know what Chocobo's Dungeon 2 is, it is a roguelike game commonly known as a dungeon crawler. And these type of games usually feature a permadeath system in it, to where once you die, you have to play the entire game over again and then go back to the way things are. So we're going to leave his name Mog, and Chocobo's name, we are going to change it to Genus because that's just the name I always give it in all the other games. So we should be getting that prompt pretty soon here. Um, I have no idea how to delete. Actually, that's... Okay, so I guess that's how we do that. Yeah, apparently I can't spell right now. No? Alright, forgive my bad gaming skills. So his name will be Genus. Um, and I have no idea how to delete these. Alright, there you go. Genus. Done. Alright, so usually roguelikes feature a permadeath system in it, and that forces you to start the entire game over. Usually every run of said game is differently, so that way you can always jump back in and play. And when you finish a run, you often have to start over. This game doesn't have a permadeath system, but it does have a system to where if you are defeated in a dungeon, all the equipment you have on you, you drop and you leave behind. I believe it takes all your guild as well, but all your equipment is gone. I believe you can pick it up if you make it back to the same floor that you were on. I don't exactly know if that's true, but I don't plan on dying at all. But that's just the type of game that this is. And Pokemon Mystery Dungeon was inspired from this game. So if you played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, you'll see a lot of the same mechanics in that game that exist in this one here. In Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, if you haven't played that either, when a Pokemon defeats the player character or a partner, that Pokemon evolves into their next stage. This game has a system similar to that, to where if an enemy defeats your partner, they increase their level. That was loud. These updates on this computer. An enemy that defeats your teammate in this game increases their level by 1. Every enemy, I believe, has 3 levels that they can go through. So you generally want to avoid that. Okay, so we are hopelessly weak right now. What I should be doing is getting Mog in there as well, so we can both be tag teaming enemies. Like this guy here. Okay, we are getting wrecked early. We're going to move up to force him to move. Okay, and apparently we are going to be... I'm just taking too much damage already. Alright, so let's see. Items. We have a potion that heals 20, I think. We have a map card, teleport memory. Okay, I should be good here. Move up. I don't think a critical hit from him kills me, but we are going to use this potion. We don't want to die. Okay, so maybe it recovers more. Okay, so I am trying to remember how to play this game here. So traps are going to be annoying, and our goal is to go up to the next floor. We get some books here. So I am very weak in the game right now, and I typically don't like being weak in the game because I feel vulnerable and then things don't go my way. So what I'm going to do when I'm not recording this here is I'm going to be grinding certain areas. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. I can probably use this here and something might happen. Okay, so it lights the room and there's a trap here, which we want to avoid. So that was a waste of a fire book. Basically, your spell books in this game are going to be a resource that you want to keep, simply because they are used for different things. Your fire books can do things like that. They can also, what's the other thing I'm thinking about? They can also be used to cook with your fire books and I believe your lightning books. So that's a resource that you want to keep around. There are also other, see, when they defeat somebody, they level up. So I think we want to avoid that guy. I think that's a scripted event. So I don't think we will be seeing him anymore. But we're just going to not pursue that. Okay, let's do this. Okay, he's around. So use spell books to attack enemies that we really don't want to fight against. He's got a lot of health. I'm hoping he doesn't do too much here. Okay, so we managed to beat him, got to level up. So basically what I'm going to do when I'm not recording is grinding levels, finding items. Okay, I don't want this guy following me, so I'm going to just take him out, torch on the wall. A book, wooden saddle, we will equip that. Don't be cursed. Wood saddle 3, not bad. So that's going to basically give me more defense. This is just usually stuff that's hanging around. Okay, level increase is definitely doing us some. I don't think that feature is in this game, but there's usually a button you can press that makes the player character turn towards them without maybe moving around, but I don't think that's going to be too big an issue. Thunderbook, we will pick that up. A nut. Nuts in this game are used to restore your hunger. As you see right now, my hunger is at 92%. When that gets to 0, the character becomes weak, and I believe we lose 1 hit point every step we take. But I don't ever remember that being a problem in this game. Hunger is fairly fair in this game. If you don't spend too much time on a floor, then you're great. Okay, so that feature is in the game. If you hold X and circle together, I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller for the emulator. The character can walk in place. It's usually a way to restore your HP, make a move without actually making a move, and just general stuff like that. Maybe you want to, you know, remove a status from you, like confusion or run out slow or something like that. Usually just walk in place and it will do a thing. These springs, I don't think I care too much for those right now. I want to save my bottles for the cactus enemies. Cactars, I think that's what they're called in this game too. Because if you kill one of them with a bottle, they drop something called plant essence. And plant essence is basically a high potion in this game. It restores your health by 100 points. And we want to keep those around. So we're getting a lot of bottles here. I'm hoping that we can collect a couple of those. Don't think I'm ready to leave the floor yet. But this here is it's a starter dungeon. So the time that I am here, I want to maybe try to grind some levels. We already got 2. Collect some resources. Teleport tag is nice to have because there are certain events that happen in the village once a day or once per trip in a dungeon, and you can only do them once, do another dungeon, do it once again. So we want to save those because we can just run into a dungeon, teleport out, do the event, do it again. They're fairly simple. This game here in general, though, is it can be punishing if you're not ready for it. Like if you see any speed runs of the game, you see that they are very specific in what they do. Like part of the speed run is like grind for a couple of hours, like an hour and a half, and that's because you're trying to get levels. You're mainly trying to get money, so that way you can buy things that you need so you can finish the game. Since I'm not doing a speed run, I'm not going to focus too much on speed run strats. Not that I know them anyway, but there's a lot of teleport tags. Alright. So as you see in this game, we have items, and they all have really awkward names because they're glowing purple. The Chocobo doesn't know what any of these do. So if you want to figure out what they do, you have to YOLO it and eat it. And then once you figure out what it does, Chocobo knows what it does from there on out. So I'm going to eat the swelled nut. And it's a tasty nut and it restores energy, which is expected. But later on in the game, these nuts can really make or break a game because there are 2 nuts in particular. One levels you up and another one levels you down. So you want to make sure that you're eating the right nuts and know what they do. The Chocobo will remember every item that you use, but if you are ever defeated in a dungeon, another thing that's part of the game's pseudo permadeath system is the Chocobo forgets what every item does, and you have to figure out what everyone does again. And it's not like you figured out that the Venery nut, so I just stepped on a trap to make me forget the map, so that's going to be annoying. But so let's say the Venery nut was the one that just restored 50 health or 50 energy. The next time you pick that nut up again, it might do something completely different. I'm going to step on this because I don't know what it does. Raises HP recovery. So basically, if I was standing on this and I had no health, I could either walk in place or my potions do more damage. But at least I know what it is now. So basically, when the Chocobo forgets what something does, I'm going to use this. You have to relearn all the items again. And the same thing is true for the potions. Like, you don't ever want to like forget what an elixir is, because if you think you know and you use it, it might poison you, it might blind you, it might do something that you're not expecting it to do, and that can be bad. Okay, oh, that's not good. I don't think I care enough. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Oh my God. Okay, so we're going to fight this guy, but I want to beat. Um. I have no idea what these things are weak to. I don't think I have anything in my cantrip book. Like sleep would be nice. I have nothing. Fire books are important. You want to save these. I'm using magic. I have to use magic. It's my most damaging move right now. And it looks like he's trying to do another one of those. Oh my god. That's never happened before. If this was a speed run, that is what you would call a run ender. Oh my god. I have to kill this guy. It's unfortunate that all of that just happened. Alright, so I have 15 hit points left. I am going to stand here in the corner and I'm just going to walk in place. As you see, it drains my my health or my hunger, but this is fine because it's not going to take that much longer to get out of this place right here. It's unfortunate that we had an enemy go Super Saiyan just because it killed something else. So that's another thing you have to worry about. There are a lot of enemies on the. Oh, I forgot about that. All right. If you stay too long on a floor, the Reaper comes out and gets you. It's the game's way of making sure progress is going. Okay, the Reaper is coming for me. As you can hear, the music changed. I have no idea where he's at. I think that square on the map is him. Nope, that's the potion. But we're just gonna go down to the next floor. So a couple of things happened. We want to. How do you use what's examine? Empty. I could have sworn I just. That's right. Use. All right. So a couple of things just happened on the last floor. I think is important to mention. When your partner is defeated, you go without your partner for I believe 3 floors, and then he respawns or respawns, and you have your partner again. So we haven't picked up any claws yet. Well then, um, that's going to help a lot. I need to start figuring out what these things are. We will use a vinegar nut. We have 2. A tired nut. See, lost 40 energy. That's going to be a big deal. Something like that, you want to know early on what it does. So generally how a run in this game goes is you want to make sure that you don't die, because you rather your items be known and not have to, relearn everything again, because that can be problematic. I could throw it out, but I don't think we gain anything from that. I'd rather just sell it, because gold, or gil, sorry, is going to be very important in the early stages. If I was doing a speed run, the item plant essence would be an item that I would sell for. I think it sells for a lot of gil. I don't know if we're getting Mog back yet. This might be a cutscene. Okay, this is the end of the dungeon right here. We're going to get ejected. But basically, what I want to do is get money, have money to be able to repair my items, and go for a couple of things. So early in the stages of this game, I'm going to employ some speedrun strategies. So what I want to do is maybe get my hands on some brand name equipment, because it's going to be really good for what we need to do, and that's play a little bit better. So there's an enemy in the game called Lamia. I believe that's his name. If you kill that with a bottle, we get its essence, which we use to cook to get the brand name claws. I just love everything about this game. Like it's like the sounds are cute, the music is nice. Like everything about this game is adorable. How can you just not like it? All right, so this here is where we meet our partner. I don't know her name. It's like Sarima or something like that. But our Chocobo is scared of her, doesn't know who she is, and that's understandable. Um, Most birds assume anything that captures them is going to eat them, so that's a appropriate response. Okay, I'm pretty sure we get to name her. So we're gonna leave her name the same, Saroma, and we get to start the actual game. That dungeon was a tutorial. I'm surprised it will kill you, I suppose. I've never, like, I don't think I've ever had an enemy at all ever since I've been playing this game do something like that. Um, okay, I guess we're going to the dungeon. Okay. I mean, our damage output is really nice right now. Alright, so we have an identify card. These here let us figure out what an thing in our item is. So we got a lost child card, which makes us forget the map. So that's that. We have two polished cards, which are going to be very nice to have. Another identify card. So I kind of want to keep some of these. Spell level, what's that? Okay. So that's how many times you have to use the books in order to level up. That's fair. Examine, exchange. Let's get rid of the tired nut. We don't want to keep that. I believe you can also kick items at enemies and make them weak saddle. I kind of want to just take it so I can sell it. Yep, so that does make you forget the map. That's fine. Oh my god, so much stuff. Rotten nut. Alright, so we lost some health, but it gave us back energy. That's just a stone. It's not a crash stone, which is what I want. Faded card, examine, use. It's a map card. Okay, another map card. And this is also the other part of these type of roguelikes. You can only carry so many items, so you're left trying to figure out what else you need. I'm just going to play the dungeon, I suppose. Y'all, the experience will be good. Okay, it's just the stone. Oh, the map card revealed everything on the map. Okay, you're dead, you're dead. It's just a stone. It's fine, I'll take a damage. This should be the floor. Alright. Actually, I think this dungeon here might be part of the story. Because, I mean, there's nowhere else we can go, I don't think. Drain book. I will take that. Whoops. Alrighty then. Thunder book. We'll take that. We'll take that. Torn card. We're just gonna use it. Okay. So the geyser card refills all of the holes in the ground with water. And that makes it to where if you have any empty bottles, you can just use that card, use an empty bottle at the place you filled with water, and it will give you a random item that can spawn within that map, like a potion or something. In the later dungeons, which I'm going to actually abuse a little bit, is you can use crash stones to put holes in the ground and then fill the hole with the geyser card, and it increases the chances of you getting elixirs from those geyser cards. So that's something I want to hold on to that I could potentially have an abuse for later on at the end of the game. Of course, if I was speed running this game, then the run only lasts like 2.5 hours. But I like to enjoy my games. I'm going to go for level 99, get the best equipment, which I think is the Titan equipment. It's hard to say for sure because the King equipment is really good too. Memory tag. I'm just going to use it because I don't remember what these do. It might make everything in my inventory known or something like that. I might have to check that out, figure out what the things do here. Alright, and we are in front of a pot. We couldn't use it before, but here is how you can increase your weapons or your claws and your saddles, increase their stats, is you cook them with other better equipment and you get something else out of it. But you need fire books to be able to do it, which is the reason why you want to keep them around, because there are a lot of stoves and there are a lot of different combinations you can use. So you want to keep your fire books and your lightning books. They're also really good to use. So it's really just a mix of things. Like I do have an additional claw that I can use, and rotten nut. We're just going to leave that alone. So I don't know what that does yet. So I have an identify card, and we're going to identify that. It is weak saddle. As saddle weakens, defense go up. So let's see. We do that, and it gives us an option of what we want. And as you can see here, these are our stats. The defense here is 0 or is 6, but the durability is 25 on the weak Saturn if we choose to go weak Saturn plus 3. But this pretty much makes it to where we have no defense, but as the durability gets lower, the defense goes up. And it has a level 99 level limit. That's pretty impressive, but I don't think I'm going to go through with that. I'm just going to kill him. They can drop things. Let's see. I think you can kick items at enemies. Yep. So if you don't want something, you can kick it at an enemy. I'm gonna probably thunder this guy. Alright. Got a thunderbook back, so that's fine. And when you have her with you, the game pretty much goes easy mode. Because if your health ever gets low, she heals you. Oh no! Okay, that just happened. It's just a regular stone. I want crash stones. Those are generally the ones I want to keep. Let's just use the map card. There's a couple of items coming up. We are going to kill this guy. Wow, we are just getting back everything we used. So I have no problem using these. Because every time you use a spell book, it increases its level. So using it is pretty much experience. And that's what we want. The floor is coming up, but we got a couple of items on the way. Okay, sleep traps are annoying. Luckily, this guy's not doing too much damage to us. But yeah, I would have had a sleep trap. Oh, yeah. Yep, that happened. Okay, walk in place. A lot of traps in that room. Want to get out of it. Stones. I want to see what this item is over here. Recycle box. Verify. I mean, there's really nothing we want to throw out, I think. Probably don't want that. Two things. Well, let's see what happens. An empty bottle. I'll take it. Is this a 7th floor dungeon? Magic these guys. He's trying to hit me with magic too. We're not going to let him do that. Alright. Blizzard book, cantrip, and that's it. Okay, we hold square and the direction we want to move in. Okay, that increases recovery, quake book. Oh no, wood saddle was damaged, so we got a couple of more attempts left with that before it breaks. But that's what the repair cards are for. It increases their durability. Don't remember what this trap is, but we're going to step on it. Okay, so can't use magic there, or it's ineffective. That's alright though. What does this one do? Oh, it's a teleport trap. That's alright. You'll step right back on it. That's good to know. The traps in this game can really hurt you. Now, it's not going to be like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon where the traps in that game just utterly ruin you. But in this game, they can hurt too. But we're not going to have to worry about, you know, the game spawning a monster room on you. And the first trap you step on is a sleep trap, which often happens in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Okay, do we got a boss? Oh, right, we do got a boss. I am going to... He's not in range. When we do enough damage to him, he's going to break up into parts. And then we have to kill his heart, I believe. Okay, let's see. Do I have a potion? I do not have a potion. We'll drain him though. She usually only heals you once you're in yellow, and we're not in yellow. Oh my god. Okay. So he's gonna magic again. Don't know why I used drain. I should have known it wasn't going to do anything. Oh, that did a lot. 22. I should be able to take a crit. Okay. Oh my god, he's going to hit me with that magic again. Because if I get hit with that magic, I'm dead. And I really don't want to have to die here. I could teleport out. I mean, that's safe. Oh my goodness. He's getting so close. Use the magic. Okay. That helps a lot, actually. Go after the heart. That's the one we want to kill. Heal me, please. She's not healing me. I might have to teleport out. Yep, that's no good. We are out of there. I'm not actually sure what happened in that fight, but we were like severely under level. So I'm not sure what happened there. That's probably a potion. Yeah, everything's identified right now. I don't think there's a save. Oh, there's a save. Alright, so that's going to do it for this part here. I am going to... Um, there we go. I'm going to grind up a little bit, get some better items, see if we can get some kind of strength going. And then we will continue on back with that boss fight. Hopefully we won't suck at it anymore. But I hope you all enjoyed that. And I hope to see you all in the next one.